Okay, so the live letter came out like yesterday as I'm recording this video. To focus what they're gonna be adding in 7.3 for FF14. So I didn't watch the last stream, but I'm gonna see what they are adding in 7.3.
Hello and welcome to my summary of Liveletter Part 87, featuring 7.3 information as well as feedback
87.
and responses from
Okay.
the devs based on Occult Crescent and the Cosmic Exploration content. As per usual, this translation I'm using is provided by the Final Fantasy XIV Reddit Discord. There will be a link in the description to join that if you wish to. Foxclon and Yoshi P lead the Liveletter then, firstly with their own thoughts about the game overall currently. Yoshi P says, I've been feeling that our quality of service has declined recently, and I'm very sorry for that. Too many bugs we need to have emergency maintenance or a hotfix for. I've talked to the community team and the developer team about this. It feels like we got used to things a little bit too much and got comfortable. We grew bigger and processes didn't fully work out the way we had intended them to. We want to improve this again, especially with the new big content that we've recently released. That was difficult, referring, of course, then to Occult Crescent and the Moon. We want to keep providing fun and engaging content, and we will strive to do better. So this is a feedback reaction section to Occult Crescent first then, and then Cosmic. Yoshi says, thank you for all.
I don't like you cannot level up your classes in the new battle content. It's kind of dumb. I don't like that at all. I have a lot of complaints about the new battle content that you cannot level up. Like remember in Baja, or I think Eureka did it too, where you can like level up your own classes in the battle content. This one you can't really do that.
All the feedback that was sent in, they show this first slide that simply says, I wish I could enter the Fort Tower with a preformed alliance. Yoshi says many players have tried to clear or prog the Fort Tower. As of yesterday, there have been more than 400 clears. Not 400 players, but 400
400 clears, holy shit.
Support through the system in DRS was a bit too high.
I think I do Fort Tower. I haven't done Fort Tower yet.
We have what the community calls Island Gacha, just to get into an instance in which you can queue into the Fort Tower. It is difficult to get into the same island as a group of 48. So we will implement a feature in patch 7.3 that allows for pre-made alliance of 48 players to queue into the same instance at once. Because of how fast we're trying to do this, please don't have high
I did hear this is a complaint. I did hear about this.
When, people ask? Patch 7.3 will be in early August, Yoshi P confirms.
Early August. Okay.
Ciphers is increasing your chances to enter the tower, but it isn't possible to see who handed in how many ciphers. We're currently working on a list view that will show this in the future. We will require one cipher in the future to have a player indicate, I want to enter the tower and prog, end quote. The next slide then, I wish there was a normal and savage version of Fort Tower, like there was with Delibram Regine.
Wait, there's no Savage version? Are you serious?
The simple answer on why we didn't have a normal and savage version is cost. I know this doesn't matter for a customer. We weren't able to do it for this instance, but in the future instances of Occult Crescent, we will try to have both a normal and savage version.
There's no Savage version? There's no Savage? Wow. Okay. I did not know that.
And fireworks. The rewards feel inadequate for the effort required. Yoshi P says we have had every coffer give Gil as a reward as well, and our understanding of how rewarding that feels has been off. We do feel we have missed the mark on the rewards, and we're discussing on how to change this. Maybe we have given rewards from coffers that have been too good in the past. The next slide. Enemies in the fates can be defeated too quickly. Unless you're paying attention to a fate, it may be completed before you even arrive. Yoshi says it's not limited to this instance, but it is difficult to adjust parameters to when an instance is crowded. And
I hate that so much.
I do feel like it's better to
when you join the fate and then it's already clear because people have already killed it too quickly. Yep.
Even when you have a large group of players, we will try to push these to the limits. For the next slide then, please increase the drop rate of Demi-Atma and Soul Shards. Yoshi
Oh god.
I think this is just personal RNG.
RNG just sucks.
For now, To give you some numbers, the critical engagement drop rate is apparently 20%, with fate drop rate
20%. That
in
doesn't.
fate is 5%. You might think of it, if you do 5 critical engagements, you get 1, but it's 20% each time. Just a bit of side info. A Realm Reborn Atmas at the beginning had a 2% drop rate. We increased the drop rate in 2.4 and have been improving the drop rate since, and now they're also on 20%. We obviously want to keep random drops as a feature of this game. We want players, we did want players to collect all drops once, and we will not increase the early drop rates as of now. So there's no definitive there that they won't change this in the future, just not anytime soon for the 7.3 series. For the next slide then, the window for auroral mirages is too short, making it impossible to get there in time.
Yeah,
Critical encounter.
that's true.
We're changing the system around the weather condition auroral mirage. The weather condition will not spawn until the environment allows it for, meaning no active critical engagements. This
Environments blocks
back and doesn't reduce the amount of it spawning. We've also been informed of cast translation errors in the in the French and German client. We will be fixing this during the next hotfix maintenance that we announced earlier. We have
June
instances
24th.
of cast translations affecting the difficulty of a mechanic.
That's Tuesday.
For example, in the Omega raids where they're talking about starboard and larboard, which is pretty cool. Cosmic feedback slides then. The first one, can you allow us to use mounts? Nice and direct, I like that. In 7.3...
That's one thing I didn't like. I didn't like you can't use mounts in Cosmic Exploration.
Content we're releasing in 7.3.1, he says, you will be able to mount from the start. The second...
That's one thing I did not like. I didn't like you cannot use your mounts, but it's a good thing they took the feedback. They know that we want mounts to be used in Cosmic Exploration. Thank God they know.
Please increase the time limit for missions. This is a feedback we got from gatherers a lot. We will adjust mission times for some missions, says Yoshi P. Nice and simple. Next slide. Please make the mission report window open automatically. Yoshi P says,
Oh, thank yes.
The feature we should have had from the start, but we didn't.
Yes, that needs to be automatically opened.
Next slide. Please make it so that our GP is fully restored after completing gatherer missions.
Yes, that too.
Yoshi P says, you will get the GP that you used, and cast timers for cordials will be reset upon completion of a gatherer mission. That's huge. If anyone's done
Thank God.
It's a real drag waiting for that to replenish. Next slide. Please make it easier to understand when sequential missions are available. Yoshi P says sequential missions have been difficult to see just in the chat window. We're going to improve this. Nice and simple. Next slide. Please make projects easier to successfully complete. Yeah, this is a big one. Yoshi P says we're looking at the data for projects, and we'll keep monitoring this. We're working on a system that allows for a sort of follow-up to a failed project. End quote.
A follow-up?
Personally, a bit more of a definitive answer on that because, yeah, some servers are struggling, dude.
Follow-up to a failed project.
Next slide. Please keep the relative position of shops and NPCs constant as the base develops, someone asks. We put too much emphasis on the looks of how a developed base would look, says Yoshi P. For the future releases, we're reworking the level designs. Okay. All right, that's a minor one. Next slide. Please have holograms installed from the beginning. From the next exploration onwards, holograms will be installed from the beginning. Nice and simple. Next slide. Please add more incentives to continue playing once we've finished Cosmic Tool Enhancement and gotten current rewards. Yoshi P says, looking at the player data, it's clear that the incentives to keep playing after finish your tool and got the rewards are lacking. We will improve on this for future releases. Interesting. I wonder what they're going to do. Next slide. Please implement a retainer bell. Yoshi P says we will be adding retainer bells.
Oh yes, thank you.
Only put retainer bells where they are safe, quote unquote.
Where they're safe, of course.
Require Dawntrail to clear.
Retainer bells are coming.
Belt design.
Nice.
We will be adding one. Cool. Next slide. Please make it easier to get to Cosmic Exploration base. And Foxconn says, is Hemingway losing their job? And Yoshi P says, no, they will stay. So there's some kind of teleport ticket that's being implemented for that. Yoshi P says, we will keep on working to earn your trust from now on as well. Thank you. We have feedback about deleted comments on the forums. As a community team, we'll be moderating the forums when it gets too heated, and insults will be deleted from now on as well, end quote. And then they go on a bit of a break, And now we get to talk about 7.3.
Oh, here we go.
7.3 is the Promise of Tomorrow.
The Promise of Tomorrow.
The finale
Okay.
of the Dawntrail storyline. And then we will move on to the next chapter in our journey, Yoshi P says. As you can see, the release date is early August 2025. This is an illustration by Toshiyuki Itahana, which is the Final Fantasy IX character designer, so if that looks familiar, that's
Final Fantasy IX.
A recap then of what's going to be in the story, obviously an MSQ. People comment she has a book, and Yoshi P goes, you guys noticed fast. We know that you guys want her outfit, please wait. So they're obviously going to be doing that. You'll get her outfit in the future. There's lots of pictures here, lots to look at, but obviously, you know, they're pretty basic. There's not a lot of spoilers here necessarily. Now there's a new Allied Society quest being added in 7.3 series, the Yacht Boy. You think this is the mount, Yoshi P says. You will see. And then shows this flubby?
What the hell?
Rabbit thing. It looks amazing. I need that.
Wasn't that a boss?
7.3 series will be more Hildebrand as we expected. I can't wait to see
a dungeon boss.
As part of the MSQ, the new dungeon will be called the Meso Terminal.
The Meso Terminal.
In Japanese is the main terminal, which is interesting. I don't know why there's a localization difference there. Additionally, there's going to be a new trial, obviously with a new extreme mode, and they show a little picture. Also in 7.3 series, we've got the
of
Vanadil Part 2, which is Sandoria, the second walk. We have
so this is the second part. Okay.
Music was bugged, says Yoshi P.
The second alliance raid.
Bagpipe music, so that could have been entertaining. I wish I could have seen that. But yeah, that's scheduled. Sandoria.
The second walk.
Exciting.
Sandoria.
Unreal is the new Unreal, which finishes off all of the Unreals from Stormblood, so they'll be moving on after this to other Unreal
probably Shadowbringers.
New treasure map dungeon is added then, Vault 1 Iron. Yoshi P says, we have some new mini-games in the treasure dungeons. Maybe it is raps, or maybe it is a DJ. We don't know. Likely similar then to the Dancing Green fight. So it looks like they're being a little bit experimentative with that. That'll be interesting to see. Duty support also gets expanded in 7.3 to include Cutter's Cry now, as they're, you know, obviously they're trying to make it so that you can queue up with AI for pretty much everything. That's the next one. PvP update then, Series 9 will begin, which is
PvP.
You can get new mounts and things like that, probably a new glamour. Looking forward for that, along with new PvP action adjustments, and a new crystalline conflict area will be added. So another arena, new map. This is known as the Bayside Battleground they show here, which is Terali inspired. Another screenshot here showing the layout better. Looks pretty cool. I like the colors there on this very low resolution image. We will also allow duo casual queues, so that's cool. Duo queues are back for casual, so if you wanted to queue up with your friend, you can.
Oh wow, now they're doing it. Wow.
Omega and Ultima tiers. This is for
bro. Ever since I started playing 14, I never could queue up with my friends in PvP. When did they take it off? What do you mean they brought it back? I didn't know they took it off in the first place. What the hell?
Ranking. And Yoshi P says, after you reach Crystal, your rank up and down will be determined by Crystal credit. Of course, there will be a parameter adjustment in Frontline as well, end quote. 7.31 will have a new cosmic exploration planet. With the moon
new planet
completed, the exploration initiative is ready to venture forth into the cosmos. The new planet is apparently called Fiena. Pronounce that. Filled with rich flora and pretty caves and lots of other sci-fi references. It kind of looks like something out of Star Trek to me.
Oh god, it does.
Than the moon, and it could be a good step in the right direction for exploration. So this, with this comes the next stage of the next Relic Tool series. So there's lots of new rewards as well. Obviously, there'll be a spinning of a wheel thing again. And also the Starward Standing Stellar as well as Star Contributor effect will also be available on this new planet. So there we go. Also in the 7.3 series, as you can see, the next stage of the Phantom Relic Weapon from a Court Crescent.
The new step for the Relic Weapons. Nice.
Yeah, expect there to be another familiar grind, quote-unquote, from previous weapons. Personally kind of leaning towards there being a light stage, but it might be too early for that.
We're gonna be RNG, I swear to God.
Warrior of Light, regret existence.
Enough with the crystals.
7.3, as many people predicted, there's a new deep dungeon. They do a recap of what exactly a deep dungeon is. which presents nothing new in terms of information. However, this screenshot shows the new deep dungeon, and it looks a lot like Ilmeg and Titania. This is obviously what I wrote before.
Yeah, looks like it.
Actual reveal. It will be called Pilgrim's Traverse. Yoshi says deep dungeons were always going up and down, but this time we're sliding. I cannot wait to do this content personally. I'm super excited for this one. I love this stuff. Requirements then. You must have completed the Endwalker MSQ and got to floor 50 of the Palace of the Dead.
Have I done that?
Level 91 or above to enter.
Oh, I don't know.
An NPC in Ilmeg will actually let you inside.
I completely passed it like so long ago.
Type of content
Jesus.
This new one. A harder version of a floor 99 boss battle will be accessible from a dungeon entrance NPC upon completing it on normal mode. This can be challenged in a party.
Is this like Savage?
At level 100. They say they will talk more about this and how it works in the next live letter part 88. So that is pretty exciting. Some new hard mode version of a boss. That could be quite fun. I do like deep dungeons. This is all Yoshi P was allowed to show of that boss. A sneak peek. Kind of looks like Sophia or obviously a Sin Eater. There's a lot of Sin Eater vibes going there.
Yes.
He says, I want to talk about system updates now, but I've been seeing comments about ultimates. There will be no ultimate in 7.3. He says we are working on one, but obviously this is not going to be in 7.3. So there we go.
We know we're not getting ultimate 7.3. I know a lot of people were expecting that, but we're not. Not after what happened in Shadowbringers, it was when DSR got delayed, got pushed back. I knew it. It took player feedback because that's what happens when you put feedback in the forums. We're not getting ultimates in 0.3. We usually get them in 0.5 or the final cycle of the expansion. The only reason they put in 0.3 is because they pushed it back because DSR was initially supposed to be released in Shadowbringers, but COVID happened and it had to be pushed back to 6.1 in Endwalker. And then in 0.3, that's when they put out Top. So yeah, stuff was all over the place around that time.
Go. The chat bubble feature is finally coming here.
Oh yeah, the chat bubble. I heard about this.
This will be making its debut somewhere in the 7.3 series, supposedly. It will be disabled by default, but
it's coming.
In the settings. Text continues to display in the
God.
As usual when this is
imagine using that in raids. Oh my God.
The chat mode, so we can tailor what we want the bubbles.
All you see is chat bubbles.
For example, for party
and yeah, I know you can turn that off. You can probably turn that off somewhere.
Color of this as well, and it's a highly anticipated feature that's finally making its way in. Yoshi says we will improve or change this based on feedback. It can also be disabled during battle and PvP if you wish, and you can also set this to display one line or two lines of text with text truncated after reaching a certain word count. Very cool. A big one then for Viera and Hrothgar. Apparently you're getting expanded headgear. This is
oh, shit.
With more support in future updates. Here is an example then of what they're showing on Hrothgar and Viera.
Oh, good.
There will be also
now people can stop complaining about they can't wear hats.
Viera is. So if you don't like the way they clip with the new way of being displayed, you can turn them off if you wish to.
Good, then people can stop complaining about the hats.
Headgear, so likely not all of it. And you will find this as a on-off subcommand on the visor toggle system on the character window. And the display settings will be saved to the registered gear set
that's good.
Equipped at the time. Bangs,
now my friends can stop complaining that they can't wear hats.
Wearing hood-type headgear, Yoshi says the bangs change applies to every race. There's a before and then an after. Yoshi says there have probably been a lot of players who never wore hoods because of their hair disappearing. Yeah, I agree, actually. I don't wear a lot of these, especially the raincoat.
I don't wear the hoods, period.
So that's an improvement.
I don't have any glams that desire hood.
For figuring out boss mechanics in the game. This is apparently coming in either 7.4.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about this. Some kind of
as you can see, this is
strategy board thing.
Lots of functions to work out tactics for most, if not anything, in the game. There is also some functions of a whiteboard that are also under consideration. This includes the functionality to display the whiteboard in combat, and also the ability to highlight specific jobs. There's also going to be an ability to set up multiple schemes on a single duty, so that's pretty hype,
The
especially if you
shit.
want to try different things out as you're figuring things out week one. And there will also be an option to share this with others. There's a little button you can just about see on that screenshot. There will be many good ones, says Yoshi P, but eventually most players will agree
Oh,
which one
yeah,
will
I
be
see it.
used, unless you play on EU, in which case they fight endlessly and just use two and kick you from the party. Good old party finder on Light Data Center. Regarding housing, we're working on the increase of objects you can place. All of that I will be talking about in the next live letter, so part 88, very hyped about that. Just a little one there. And that wraps up this live letter, part 87,
Interesting.
for our first look at patch 7.3, as well as feedback to Cosmic and Occult Crescent content. What do we think? No second ultimate in 7.3, but promises of one being made sometime in the future. I don't know how well that's going to go down with the community, but we'll see. The Deep Dungeon is always a pleasurable announcement for me. I love that content, and I like the idea of a harder version of the last boss. That sounds really cool. I'll be streaming that. That's so much fun.
Me too.
Hopefully we get some more information on special sites and the like soon.
That's good. At least they saw the player feedback for Cosmic Exploration. We're getting mounts. We're getting a retainer bell. Finally. Let's see what else. New trials. New Unreal. New dungeons. Deep dungeons being added. A lot of stuff's getting added in 7.3. I don't know about the Allied. It's the Allied Society quest. I haven't really touched any of the Allied Society quests, so I don't know. That's cool. Never touched them before. New main scenario, obviously. This is like the finale for Dawntrail. Point 5 is when they build up to the next expansion. That's cool. At least they saw the feedback for the battle content and everything else, basically. Oh boy. Early August is when it comes out.